Hey everyone, welcome back to the Emerald Oracle. I'm so excited about today's reading. I have a new pick a card here set up for you, and today we're going to ask the angels and the spirit guides for your 2023 love and romance forecast. What's coming for you with regard to love in 2023? What can you expect? So exciting. I cannot believe we're here already. It feels like 2022 flew by. But alas, here we are. So we're going to get to that in just a second. I just want to remind you all before we get going to please subscribe. Take a moment to do that. If you have already, I really appreciate it. And if you haven't, please consider doing so. It really makes a difference, means a lot to me, and would really help in enabling me to be able to keep putting these videos up and making these readings for you. Okay, I will be including the timestamps. I always do. They are in the description box below. So if you want to fast forward to the pile that you've chosen, please do take the time though to do the little intro in terms of clearing your mind and taking a deep breath, choosing a pile, all of that, and then fast forward, just so you know that you really are in the space to choose the right stack of cards. And also just a quick reminder that if you start listening to the pile that you've chosen and it seems to not be making sense, give it a couple of minutes, and then if it still feels like it's not resonating or connecting for you, then just simply stop the video, go back to the beginning, clear your mind again, take a few deep breaths, and then choose a new set of cards. Okay, choose from the remaining two set of cards. It doesn't happen very often, but once in a while, and that's no big deal. Just go back, choose again, and then the new one that you choose should resonate. Okay, and to all of those of you who can hear the barking dog outside, I apologize, as I love animals. I love dogs, cats, all animals. Unfortunately, I have a barking dog that I can't do anything about, so I have to just do my videos, and just everybody bear with the cute little puppy that is in the process of teething and barking. He's not my dog. It's a neighbor's dog, but that dog is always barking, and I do apologize for that. All right, that said, let's get going, everyone. Okay, so we have on set of cards number 1, we've got a beautiful rhodochrosite. I mean, this is just gorgeous. Look at the detail on this. This is a beautiful, it almost looks like a heart. I just love it. Okay, so rhodochrosite on set of cards number 1. Number 2, oh, my favorite, we have emeralds in the raw. Look at this emerald. I mean, that is just awesome. Huge piece of emerald. I'm in love with that. Okay. I mean, could you tell by the name, the Emerald Oracle? And then on set of cards number 3, we have also really pretty, let's get the camera to focus, we have orange calcite. Orange calcite, okay, which is also in raw form here, but really beautiful orange like the sun. Okay. Alrighty, so now let's have you clear your mind, picture a blue sky, or a blank white sheet of paper. And then you're going to take a few deep cleansing breaths, and then you're going to choose from set of cards 1, 2, or 3. Let's give you a second to do that. All right, with that, let's get going with set of cards number 1. These over. All right, so we're going to be using for our outcome card today, I'm going to put this up here, we're going to be using the Earth Alchemy Oracle, which is really cool. So I'm excited about that as well. I don't think I've introduced you guys to that deck yet. All right, so love forecast for 2023 for those of you who've chosen set of cards number 1. your love and romance forecast. What is coming up in 2023? All right. Let's see what we got here. Pretty interesting. Okay. Okay, let me just take a look here for a second. Here I go with my OCD. Trying to get the frame straight. All right, guys. So, okay, what's coming with love? So it looks like, okay, it looks like for sure. So for those of you who are single, and which most of you I'm thinking are, or at least you're hoping and looking for new love. If that's the case for you, 2023, yes, is going to bring in most likely new love to those of you who've chosen this pile of cards, okay? So new love. If you are already attached or like dating someone and you're wondering where that relationship is going to go, I will equate this to that as well, but I'm going to do that second, okay? So first we're going to talk about those of you who are single and hoping to find love, okay? So in 2023, for those of you who are looking and hoping to find love, will that be coming your way? Okay, this says yes, all right? This says that the new year seems to definitely bring in a love match, okay? I have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. That's pretty cool. That is definitely a love match, okay? There's definitely going to be an offer of love. I will say that there is not issues, but there is some things here. And they're clearly going to be surmounted, like obstacles that will be surmounted, and they're not huge obstacles, but it does look like there's one or two. And, first let me say that I feel like the energy I'm getting for you guys is, and I mean guys and girls, okay? I mean girls, guys, doesn't matter. I just say guys, but it's a general statement. I really mean mostly female, but for those males out there, yes, you too, because this applies to male or female, whether you're looking for a husband, a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, makes no difference, okay? But for you guys, it looks like some of you, or many of you, feel like, like you've been hoping for quite a while, and feel like you've maybe dated, maybe kissed a lot of frogs, maybe relationships that didn't work out, and really just were trying to meet people, whether it's online dating or apps and things like that, or friends trying to, set you up kind of thing. It looks like there's just been a lot of things going nowhere, a lot of duds kind of thing. And I feel like for some of you, like you're starting to get, like your patience is wearing thin and you're starting to get a little down about it. Wondering, is it ever going to happen for me? Maybe it's just not meant for me kind of thing. And this is definitely wants to let you know that that is not true. Don't fall into that mindset or that trap, because there is 100% love for you. The really good news, fast forwarding, is that for many of you, this love relationship that's going to enter your life in 2023 looks like it can really be the potential for a lifelong partnership, possibly even marriage. It looks like this is someone that you could build a life with 100%. But now, traveling back to the beginning here, what we want to say is it looks like there is something with this person. Now, it means that they either are a bit guarded, and at first it takes a little bit, or maybe you're both guarded because you've both kind of been through a lot. And you're both excited, but at the same time, you're afraid to be like cautiously optimistic even. You know what I mean? Feels like you feel like you've felt this way before, like you've met somebody great and you think that it could really work, and then the bottom falls out. But this is saying it will not. The bottom will not fall out. However, there is a caveat to this. So this could play out in a lot of different ways. It looks like there's some kind of almost a sacrifice involved. Now, that's a strong word, sacrifice. So it doesn't mean, something crazy in terms of sacrifice, but it could be like it feels very strongly to me like somewhere career is mixed in this. Like maybe one of you would have to alter, your plans. Like maybe you're in school for something, or learning a trade, or you're on a fast track in your career and you're trying to make your way up through the ranks, or you have your own business and you're really trying to build it, or vice versa for them, for the other person, or both of you. So somehow, some way, career seems to be involved or a factor in you guys being together. Now, that I'm not sure why that is. That, maybe what this person that you're going to meet, maybe what they're involved in is, let's say it's a doctor or a lawyer, and they're either still in school or they are just out of school. And that, if anyone knows anything about that, that can take a long time. Doctors have to go through a lot before they either can go into private practice, or, if it's a surgeon, they have to do a residency, et cetera, et cetera. So it takes a long time. Lawyers, they start at the bottom. It takes a very long time. And I'm not saying that it's a doctor or a lawyer. Of course, it could be. It could be. Me with my hands. I'm so Italian. It could be a lawyer or a doctor. But the point is, no matter what they do, career is something very important. It could be an actor, it could be a performer, and that means that their career or their livelihood takes a lot of time and energy. So it could be just the sacrifice of trying to make space for the relationship, and really solidify it and get it off the ground and commit to it. Now, I know then some of you might be thinking like, oh, who wants that? Then they're not going to have the bandwidth or the time or the energy to put into the relationship. But that's where the universe wants to say, not true. Not true. They're saying you both are going to be called upon to put your energy into this, to put your intentions and your time and your heart into really getting to know each other and making the effort. And there is some kind of effort involved. There is some kind of effort that you're both going to have to make. It doesn't feel one-sided. It does feel balanced, which is a really good thing. Okay? When it's one-sided, then that's where it tends to not work out. But this is, this is looking like it works out super well. This is like you both have to kind of jump the hurdle of how would we make this work? Again, it's so hard to know exactly what it is that is a little bit of a block, but it's not even really a block. So I hate to use that terminology. It's really more like there is one thing or a few small things that have to be worked out, whether it's logistically, maybe they live in a different place. Maybe it feels to me much more though like what's coming up really strongly is career. But again, it's something like they want you to join them on the journey. And the question is, so you would have to make a little bit of a change to your plan and your life. And, I think like at first you might be like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm crazy about this person, but I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that. Like, what if it doesn't work and then I've altered my life plan, or I've altered my livelihood or my career, my own goals and ambitions? This seems like there is a way that you're both going to make some kind of small sacrifices and changes and compromises to feel like it's equal, the chance that you're taking and the commitment that you're willing to make to each other to really explore this and let it grow. And it really can grow. I mean, the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, first of all. So we know that we have love, an offer of love coming in. We know that it's a match. I mean, they're even looking at each other. So not only do we have the same suit, which doesn't necessarily mean that you will be both the same sign. It could. You could both be water signs, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But moreover, I think the point is that it's saying that there's a lot of emotions. Water always represents emotion. So this is going to be a deep feeling, deep love relationship, especially because we have the Ace of Cups here. This is worth making the changes. It's worth fighting for. It really is. This is a special love. This is a special connection, okay? This will feel to you like the one. And the same for him. Like, he will feel like you are the one, and you will feel like he's the one. So it'll be like, well, then we have to figure out how to make these logistics work out. We have to figure out how to rearrange things so we can be together. And you can, and you will. So these two, when I have the same suit in a love match, I love that. But the fact that they're looking at each other, the way the placement worked out, she could have been over here. It's the fact that they're looking at each other is perfect. It's just perfect. It means that this is really truly a union that is meant to be. And this person is being divinely guided into your life, and they're going to be here for quite a long time. This looks like once you get these things worked out, as far as being together, and you make a little bit of compromise and sacrifice, it looks like this leads to probably a marriage. Now, if you're not wanting to get married, don't worry about it. It just means that the relationship will act as a marriage. I say this all the time. It just means that there will be a true commitment to each other and a loyalty to each other. And so it will act like a marriage. But if you do want to get married, oh boy, this is saying you most likely will. This is saying this is wonderful. It really, really is. So, okay. Back to, I just want to go over, again, there is, besides a little bit of a block, I feel like one of you is a little bit guarded, and it could be because it's either a fear of committing to this, because what if it doesn't work out, like I said, or it's just holding on to some of the pain of the past, or not maybe having been betrayed, things like that. But I feel like one or both of you will be a little guarded, and so, but then you'll quickly see that there really isn't a reason to hold on to that, because you can trust this person and they really do want to be with you. And this looks like it really becomes quite a huge, important, pivotal love relationship that really brings you toward the person that you're meant to build a life with. I mean, the Hierophant is that's pretty serious with the Four of Wands here. Like, this is letting you know that this is your husband. This is like a life match, a life partner. This is a huge, huge relationship coming for you in 2023. So let's try to expand a little bit, see if there's anything else. Let's see if there's anything else that Spirit will and the angels will. Whoops, I have everything turning here. Not shuffling well today. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that they want to add or they want to give to you about the situation and about this potential love coming in that I very much think is going to lead to marriage. I really do. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is basically backing me up. It's basically, oh, I just dropped another card. Hold on. Okay, this is backing up everything that the larger deck has said. This is saying the same thing. The fact is you don't even have any sword cards here. Like, no strife came up. Just like I said, like it's a small thing. It might seem to you like a big thing. Like, let's say I really feel like, and like this is the card that fell when I was taking the cards away, and that's again talking about career and livelihood. So I really think that that's what this has to do with. Okay, I mean, yeah, maybe you don't live near each other. There could be that too, but this is still connected. This is still part and parcel of the whole thing here, is that it's about career and livelihood, and it's about making the commitment to merge your paths and forge ahead together. And you really can do it. I think at first it seems like a huge mountain to climb. At first it seems like, how would we do this? Like, how is this going to possibly work? But it won't stay like that. You will both find that there is a way. There's totally a way. Look, and you have the Hierophant here twice. I love when that happens. You have the Hierophant come out again. And, you have multiple marriage cards here. You have many cards to depict a marriage. So, and these are beautiful, lovely cards. These are celebratory, happy love cards, letting you know that this is divine. This is meant to be, okay? It looks like, again, so this person coming in, it looks like there's a little bit of a caveat to the beginning of the relationship of figuring out how you could make it work. Because at first it may seem like this person, are they as committed as you? Do they have the time or the inclination to really invest in the relationship and put their energy in? And they may not have the time, and they may be stretched thin, and that's why I said that there's sacrifice involved. So it may be hard for them, and it may be hard for you. So there may be a little bit of tension. There may be a little bit of arguing, okay? But of all the cards to depict strife, like these are cards that are very easy to get over, okay? You don't have swords here. These are cards that are beautiful in depicting a story that is meant to be, and it's part of your story. It's just that. It's part of your journey to find each other, and then your journey to really be able to be together is what's going to build the character of your relationship in a really good way. So this is a blessed union. And with the Magician here, they're saying that it will take some effort and energy on your part, not just the energy of putting in the time and the effort, like I said, and both of you making a sacrifice, but spiritually, it means that you have to put in the energy to manifest being together, and that manifesting that everything works out and you can have your dream of being married and starting a family. The Ten of Cups is not just a marriage card, it's a family card. So this is a person who will have a very similar vision to you. They will have a very similar vision of what they want for their life, which is a joyful, happy marriage and family. I believe this person will want children. And so will you, it looks like, okay? Now, I do want to backtrack and say, I did say that I would go over if this is someone that you're already involved with. And I will say, so let's say that you are already involved with someone. This is saying that relationship can really take off. But again, there's a little bit of sacrifice involved. And maybe you already have children, one or both of you. So now that doesn't mean that you necessarily are going to have more. It can just very well depict the merging of your families, okay? It can just mean that you'll create almost like the Brady Bunch. And for those of you who can't imagine who, but for those of you who are not familiar with the TV show, the Brady Bunch, it's two people who had children of their own who merged and created a big happy family. So that can happen here, and it will, okay? It will. So, and again, this is, maybe the merging also, again, has to do with career and figuring out your career versus their career. Or if it's just one-sided and it's just about their career and not you, then again, it's about there's something involved with a sacrifice, whether it's where you live or it's the type of lifestyle. Maybe they have to travel a lot for what they do. And so they would have to leave a home a lot. And that's a lot to ask of someone to deal with that, the absence of a person for certain blocks of time. That's hard on a relationship for sure. So again, it can be so many things of why there is a little bit of a sacrifice, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. So if you're already dating someone or attached to someone, this is saying it can very much work out, and it will probably lead to a blending of your lives and your families. And you will, it looks like, create a beautiful blended family that really works and is really quite happy. And if you are single, which I think most of you are, so if you're in that category, this is someone entering your life in 2023 that very much so is perfect for you in every way, but there'll just be this one thing that you have to figure out, and it's really more just it's a money, career, logistics kind of thing, okay? And don't let that get in the way. Don't give up, because this is really like the one for you. This is like your perfect match. It really is like someone who just gets you on every level, and when you're together, it's just wonderful. It's just getting past the hurdle of the little bit of sacrifice that you have to make, or whatever you have to alter to be together. But again, it's not something that you'll regret. This is saying that the life you build together will be a beautiful one. You will most likely marry this person and, build a life with them, have children with them, raise a family with them. Even if you're like, oh, I don't want children, or or I can't have children, or, again, it can be just symbolic. Maybe, it's just saying that you'll feel like you've created a family. It could just be you, this guy, and you get a bunch of dogs and you're so happy. It can be like that, okay? But if it is, for many of you, I think you are going to be creating a family. And if you are not able to have children, you will probably adopt. Or, like I said, maybe one or both of you already has children and it becomes a blended family. But all of that works out beautifully, because this person is the person that's meant to be with you, okay? This person is so meant to be with you. It's just the working out of their career, or where they're located, or the time and energy, or they're in school or something like that. There's sacrifice that's involved in the beginning, but that is not forever, and it works out in such a beautiful way. And this is a gorgeous, lovely, loyal, respectful, committed, passionate love relationship that is coming, that is going to be really huge for you and so important. Okay, so I'm really excited for excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. For those of you who've chosen set of cards number 1, let's go to your outcome card. Here is the artwork, and we have Herkimer Diamond and Snowdrop. Herkimer Diamond and Snowdrop. These cards are so interesting and cool. And so we have Resurrection. I can't speak today. Commitment, Purification, Devotion. Wow. Okay. That totally applies, guys. So commitment, purification, and devotion. So this is going to require your commitment on both your parts. It's going to require your time, your energy, and really, like I said, sacrificing a little bit, which falls under devotion, falls under commitment, okay? The purification part, I think, and the resurrection part is about that this, I think you will see. Herkimer Diamond is no coincidence, okay? I think you will see that this person is a diamond for you. And he will view you as a diamond. And not even a diamond in the rough, just a diamond, okay? He will view you that way, and you will view him that way. So you're not going to want to let go of this precious diamond that you've found, okay? And this is saying it's going to require the commitment and the devotion. And the purification part and the resurrection part is, it's like the resurrecting of the dream of finding your soulmate and finding your life partner and your husband and the person that you're going to walk through this life with, or your wife if you're male or female listening to this and hoping for a woman, okay? It doesn't matter. This is your life partner. And so this is telling you that this is really beautiful, divine, and spiritual, and hold on to this, make the commitment, devote yourself to this when it comes into your life, because this is a diamond. You don't want to let this relationship go. This is the one for you. This is beautiful. So I'm so happy and excited for you, because in 2023, it looks like This group, it looks like you're finding your love, you're finding your life partner, you're finding your husbands or your wives, okay? And I'm so excited and happy for you. So with that, I wish you guys all a very, very happy New Year. And I pray that this all comes together for you in the best way possible. And I wish you all the best of luck. Now we're going to move on to set of cards number 2. All right, guys. Okay, so let's see what the universe has to say for set of cards number 2. Oh, my emerald, I love this thing. I love it, love it. Okay, set of cards number 2. What do we have happening here for set of cards number 2? Just make sure I've got enough space. Okay. All right, so I've got the dog finally apparently calmed down. Oh, I have, oh wow, look at that. All right, well, you're having 9 cards, set of cards number 2. I usually have 8 cards when I shuffle up, and for whatever reason, 9 cards. Okay, so we're gonna put this here like this. And 9 cards, and what a 9th card it is. Boy, all right. That's what the universe wanted to say to you, then that's what you don't fight the angels and the spirit guides. They want 9 cards, they get 9 cards. Okay, all right, guys, so here we go. Love forecasts 2023. What's coming for you? Okay. Now, to me, this looks like, for many of you, again, not all, but for many of you, it looks like this looks like a relationship that maybe was kind of already ongoing, okay? Now, if you're single, don't tune out, because I think this goes both ways. So I'm going to talk to those of you that have already been seeing somebody or interested in somebody, or there's somebody on your mind, and then those of you who are completely, are single and don't have anybody. This is going to apply to both, okay? So I'm going to do both. So for those of you who have been interested in someone or seeing someone, this feels like for that group of you, this may have been on again, off again kind of thing. And it may be like it's really the situation is trying your patience. This feels like it could be maybe you're waiting for somebody to get divorced or to break up with somebody kind of thing. It could be that it feels very strongly like you're waiting on the finality of something. And, with the Justice card there, I think it could be very much like you're waiting for somebody to get divorced so that they could be free to be with you. Okay. Now, normally, that's not a great thing in my book, because you're like wasting time. Normally I like to say, don't sit around and wait for anyone. I don't like to encourage people to do that. However, in this case, I'm not going to say sit around and wait for someone, but I'm going to say this is saying that in 2023, there looks to be like a situation that has been trying your patience and has maybe gotten quite stagnant. And you feel almost a little trapped in it. Maybe you feel you're not trapped, but emotionally you may feel a little trapped. You may feel like you're stuck in it emotionally because you truly love this person, but maybe it's been going on for a really long time, and you're just so tired of waiting and hoping and standing by and hoping that one day the path will be clear and you could actually be together. This is actually saying that in 2023, there's huge change, and what you've been waiting for finally there's a breakthrough, and it looks like if you've been waiting to be able to be together, the path finally becomes clear, and you finally are able to come together. Now, while we do have marriage cards here, but I also have the Empress. So I'm going to say 2 things to you, okay? So maybe this person has a family, and so it's tricky. I think that maybe they're very caught up, and maybe they're in a custody battle, or they're very tied up in how it's going to work out with their children, okay? Or that could be you. This could all be flipped, and that scenario could be you. That's either wants to get divorced or is in the middle of divorcing, or you're the one with kids, they're not. There's so many ways it can play out, but what the issue is it's saying that it's a very tricky, it's like a bowl of fish hooks. You pick up one and like 5 more, 10 more, 20 more come with it. So it's complicated. However, it's saying in 2023, you make huge strides and progress. In 2023, there's huge change. Like the death card is major transformation. And when there's very positive cards around it, then it means it's transformation that is welcomed. It's change that you want, that you're happy about. So that very much leads me to believe, and especially with the Ace of Wands here, this leads me to believe very strongly that for many of you, you're having the finally like success in being able to actually be together. You're having like victory almost with the opportunity to be together and the opportunity to really make this work without any obstacles in your path. And it looks like your family situation can merge and come together, or you can create the family you've been trying to create, wanting and hoping to create with this person. Maybe you've been hoping to have a child with this person. And I think that will most likely come to be. Now, I will also add in there, if you do not want children, be careful, because there could be an accidental pregnancy, and if that happens before you're ready for it to happen, you know, that can be quite difficult and add a strain. So I can't leave that out. I do have to put that in there, okay? Now, backtracking for a moment to those of you who, let's say those of you who are not already involved with someone, for you guys who are completely single and hoping for love in 2023, this is saying that there very well may be this person that's coming in, it may be a similar circumstance where they are going through a divorce, or they went through a divorce, and they are at first you know, a little gun shy, a little, they feel like they've been pushing up against things for quite some time. Maybe they feel like they never, you know, they didn't think they can have it twice, you know. Maybe I think that this person really did care for those of you, this is for those of you who are single, okay? I feel like the person coming in really did care for the person they were with. Whether it's divorce, for some of you, you could be meeting a widow. It could be someone who was married or in a relationship, probably had a child or more than one, and they may be a widow, and that wife or husband may have passed away. And now, you know, they're trying to do the work on themselves to be ready to move forward, which would explain, again, maybe it's them who feel a little bit emotionally trapped, maybe to the past, or so it seems like it requires a little bit of patience on your part, or maybe a lot. However, the reward here is huge. This looks like it's really a great relationship for you. So while you might have to have a little bit of patience with this person as they kind of deal with their emotions, whether it's because they were divorced, and maybe it was a very harsh divorce, or maybe they didn't want the divorce, maybe the person left them, whatever the baggage or the fallout is, or maybe they are widowed and they lost their spouse, and you know they had to go through that whole scenario, and then try to make it better for their children. You know, whatever it is, this person is a really good person. I just want to stress that. This is a great guy, a great person who really wants to do the work on themselves. And same if it's a female, okay? They are trying, and they are going to continue to do that because they really do want to believe that there can be love for them again, that their love life is not over permanently. And so I think it won't be over. I think very much you guys are supposed to find each other. You're very much supposed to find each other. And something about the relationship will be quite healing for both of you. I think that this person feels like, oh, who would want me? I'm emotionally beat up, and I've been really through the ringer, and it's been challenging and hard, and they feel like like exactly like I said, like who would want me? Like that feeling when you feel that you are because you've been you've gotten beat up, you feel unattractive to other people, not just physically, but also emotionally. You feel like, why would someone want to spend their time with me or be with me? Your confidence goes down, and your self-love and all of that goes down. So, but that wounded person is not someone who's going to stay there. This is not a troubled person who's just going to stay in that. They really want to believe that they can move forward, and there's something more for them. There's a second act. And I think you are that second act. And I think that wounded person in them is going to lock eyes with the wounded person in you. Now, you will most likely have a different story than this person, or you could have a similar one. But in general, I think that your story, you've had your own loss and heartache. I mean, honestly, who hasn't, right? But I think for you specifically, there's something, I feel like there's a connection here over having gone through trauma. Maybe perhaps for you, maybe you've battled cancer, or you've battled something, or you were a caretaker for a loved one. But there's a connection here where you've both seen some hard things and some dark things, and gone through some emotional turbulence, but that doesn't define you, and it's not who you are. And you also are hoping and praying and dreaming that there's someone for you, and that you can have your happy ending, you can have your joy and your happiness and your peace. I feel like you've this group of people, I feel like you've done a lot and sacrificed a lot and been through a lot, and same for the person coming in. So this feels like a very special relationship that will find its way. You'll find your way to each other, and then find its way to get off the ground. So again, if you're single, the person coming in, if they're going through a divorce, have a little patience. It's going to work out. They will be technically divorced from the person, and they will let go of the past, and they really will want to start something with you. And it looks like it's an instant click. So this looks like you will very much find yourselves making a family together, making a home, and probably moving in together. If you want to marry, this person will most likely marry you. Okay, which is unusual. Usually when you see somebody coming out of a divorce, you don't want to, usually they're not interested in getting married again anytime soon. But again, like I say, it could be that you're getting married, it could be you moving in together, it could be you just making a family together. But I think for many of you, I don't know that you'll actually get married in 2023, but you will find this person and then probably be planning a life together. And then you will probably end up getting married maybe a year or two after that. But this person is entering your life in 2023, and it becomes a very strong, very powerful love relationship. So if you've been already seeing this person, and you know that what they're going through, whether they've lost someone or they're going through a divorce, and you're sort of waiting for them. Again, I don't like to tell anyone to sit around and sit there like a bump on a log or whatever and wait. So I'm not saying you should do that, but I'm saying that I can't deny saying that in 2023 something shifts. Something is finalized with that person, and they are then become free to be with you. And then it looks like you come together and kind of start your own family with this person, and or merge two families together. Again, if you do be careful of getting pregnant before you're ready, because it looks like that is a possibility for some of you. But for most of you, I think it's going to play out with there's either a child or multiple children involved. Either one of you has children or both, and there's a blending of this family. If you do not have any children, it means you will probably have a child with this person, or they already have one or two or multiple children, and you will end up sort of adopting those children, or being in that mother role. Okay. Let's try to see what else the universe wants to. Let's see what else they want to tell you about this. Let's see. 1 second. Just in case. I mean, I feel like I don't even feel like I fully have to expand, but let's just see if there's anything else that Spirit wants to say with regard to this. Okay. What else do they want to tell you? Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. Okay. It really is. It's matching. I just have to say, I really love that. It gets me every time. It just never gets old. I'm always like waiting for the day that it's totally different, which will happen eventually. It happens once in a while, but it's just so cool that it matches. Just a little insider tarot talk. Okay. Anyway, what else can I tell you? I can tell you that this relationship is meant to be. This person is 100% meant to come into your life. This is destiny at work. This is, 100%. It's a soulmate. Okay, it's a soulmate, and and for those of you who've been watching my videos, I don't throw that around. I don't throw that term around. But this is a soulmate. You are meant to be together. So if you're waiting to be together, have faith and know that yes, you will be with this person. Okay, and there are most likely children involved. So again, whether he has kids, you have kids, or you're blending two families. If that's the case, that's all going to work out in a beautiful way. If you don't have children, then you will, whether you actually birthed them or they're somebody else's children, but children are going to enter your life. And it will be a very happy, positive thing. Okay. It just feels like the message that they really want to give you is that there just has to be a little bit, you just need a little bit more patience, but it really is coming. And once the changes occur, it starts to come, I think, with speed. I don't think it won't drag on all the way through 2023. Timing is hard to tell, but I would say there should be some kind of pivotal shift within the first 3 months of 2023. And then maybe midway through the year, like halfway through, is where I think you'll see that major change, and the road is clear to actually be together. Now, for those of you who are single and this new person is entering your life, for those of you, I would say, they want you to hold on. They want you to know that you're not going to be alone, and you are about to meet a soulmate who has some kind of, is like a kindred spirit, and they have like a similar walk to you, meaning when I mean spiritual, a walk. Their journey has been similar in a way, not 100%, but you'll have like sort of shared trauma. It doesn't mean the same exact. So if they're a widow, it doesn't mean you're a widow too. It can, but I mean more in the sense of if they've had loss, if they've had trauma, so have you, just in a different way. And I think the part of this person that just wants to be loved and has been through the ringer will see the part of you that just wants to be loved and has been beat up a bit, okay, emotionally and spiritually. And your souls are just going to click and connect, and you're going to know. I will say that it could be someone who starts out as a friend. I'm going to add that in there. That's something that they added here, okay? This person could start out as a friend or an acquaintance or somebody that you meet, or it could be like a friend of a friend that wasn't really on your radar, or you weren't really on theirs, and then suddenly you are. or suddenly he is. So there is that as well. Okay, it feels like there's some kind of friendship, or maybe it's a friend first. Like maybe you forge the friendship first, and then it turns into a romance. So it could play out like that for some of you as well. But everything else still applies. Everything else is is the same as far as their story and your journey with this person. But this is very much divinely guided. It could possibly be an air sign. So this person could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. If they're not one of those signs, it could just mean that they have an air element in their chart. So that could also be their rising sign or their moon sign. Or the person can show a personality that would seem like that. But this is usually those signs are decent communicators. So when you're dealing with the air elements, you have decent communicators, and also people who care deeply, but they don't wear their heart on their sleeve necessarily. So you definitely want to be a little patient, and then let them come for you, because they will. As soon as they are clear of what's going on, whether that's a divorce, or just finally healing over losing someone, like being a widow or that kind of thing, it's not going to take that long. And once they're clear of that, they are going to make a beeline for you, and it happens pretty quickly. And so if you're friends first, this will be like all of a sudden they'll wake up and be like, I'm in love with my friend. I need to tell her. I need to be with her. I need to make this happen. And you'll feel the same, because this is 100% a kindred spirit and a soulmate. This is a match. This is gorgeous. And speed will start to take over in the situation in 2023. So I'm excited for you, group 2. Oh, and then let's not forget that the 9th card here that was stuck together, the 10 of Cups. How beautiful. You actually had 2 marriage cards here. So like I said, this will most likely end up with you either marrying this person, moving in together, or building a family. The 10 of Cups is such a beautiful, beautiful family card. So you will be creating a family with this person, and it most likely will lead to marriage, or at least a 100% committed relationship where you at the very least live together. But there is a huge family element to this. So there's definitely the building of a family with this person. All right, let's see your outcome card. Okay. Oh, look at this. We have Crazy Lace Agate and Sunflower. Crazy Lace Agate. These cards are so cool. So we have play, more fun, jokes, and laughter, please. Okay, so the message from Spirit there is more fun, jokes, and laughter, please. And the key word is play. So, all right, they're really telling you, this makes sense here, because so if this person is waiting on a divorce, if this person is a widow, or has been through trauma and pain, and the same with you, I picked up this energy that you've been through trauma and pain, whether it was, a broken marriage, a broken relationship, or you yourself had an illness, or you cared for someone who, you took care of someone and you were their caregiver who had an illness. Whatever the case may be, there's all kinds of trauma. Okay, maybe the trauma was in your childhood. Regardless, whatever it is or was, this is the angels and the spirit guides telling you to bring back some joy, play. So they're telling you to go and do things that are fun. Go do fun things just for the sake of having fun. You need to bring back the joy and the laughter. More fun, more jokes, and more laughter, please. Says it really pretty plain. And the key word is play. They're telling you to go play. Sunflowers evoke happiness. I would say get sunflowers and put some sunflowers in your home. Crazy Lace Agate. You can also get a piece of agate. They're so easily obtainable. Any metaphysical shop, if you don't have a metaphysical shop near where you live, Amazon has crystals, millions of them. Gift shops have crystals now, and lace agate is one of the easiest things to find. And in terms of crystals and agate, okay, because there's a lot of different kinds of agate, but honestly, get some agate, keep that around so that when you're feeling low, hold on to that piece of agate and know that wonderful things are coming. And their spirit is telling you to raise your vibration. It's telling you not to worry, not to stress, and you need to just let go and go have fun. Go do fun, happy things, whatever that is for you. Go to the movies, go walk in nature, go do fun things. Get some friends and go do, it doesn't, anything, honestly. Go do fun things with your friends, it could be anything that would bring you joy. And it's different for everybody, whatever brings you joy, any kind of hobby, any kind of anything. And yes, you could do it on your own, and that's okay. But if you can, when you're around other people, you have their energy and their vibration. So don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that. It's important. It helps to add to your own vibration, which then raises the energy. So try to gather with friends and family and have fun with them so that you can let go, and then all of this will find you faster. All of this will manifest faster because you'll have raised your vibration and raised your energy. And that's what Spirit wants. That's what the angels want. They want you to feel happy and light and joyful. And then this is going to come into play, and this is going to work out. This is really going to work out well. So be a little bit more patient and go have fun, okay? Go have fun and go enjoy. I wish you all the best. I wish you a very, very happy, healthy, positive, love-filled new year. And all the best, everyone, okay? We're going to move on to set of cards number 3. Okay, last but not least, we have set of cards number 3 with the orange calcite. And here we go. Let's see what the spirits and the angels, what the spirit guides and the angels want to say for love, for set of cards number 3 for 2023. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Listen, I was getting a little nervous there. I thought it was going to be a little dark, but no. All right. It's like, hold on and bear with us. It's actually going to be good. Okay. Let's break this down. Okay, for set of cards number 3. All right, this looks like, I'm going to just say right off the bat. So clearly here in the beginning, we have some drama and some things not working out. And okay, so whether you're single or attached, I think for those of you who are single, this is speaking to a group of people who I think you've been through either one or many relationships that really just didn't work out, and they didn't work out like dramatically. This looks like you invested a lot of time and energy, or really gave your heart, and for many of you, either you had to walk away from something or the person just walked away from you. But either way, this looks like you're feeling like pretty lonely and feeling like nothing works out for you, and why does this keep happening to you? And a little bit woe is me, although I will give you that I get why you would be feeling like woe is me, okay? Because this is saying, for those of, if you've chosen this pile of cards, you've been through a lot emotionally, and had, like I said, either one or multiple relationships blow up or really not work, and for some of you in a dramatic or harsh way. So for some of you, you may have been cheated on, lied to, abandoned. So for some of you, it's pretty harsh. What you've been through, either recently or in the past. So the good news here is that Spirit wants you to know that although it was really difficult for you to go through that, and even if, let's say for some of you, I think you are going through this right now. I think for some of you, you are with someone that maybe you know is not good for you. You know the situation isn't good, or you know the person, either the person isn't good or the relationship just isn't good. And you know in your gut and in your heart it's not going to work out. But you keep trying and hoping and sticking with it. You know, the High Priestess says that you need to, especially alongside the Hermit there, listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your higher self, because it's, you know what the truth is. And your intuition is trying to tell you. That's how your angels and your spirit guides try to communicate to you, by being that little voice in your head. So here they're trying to say to you, you know that this situation is bad. And you know that this situation is not good for you and, you know, will not work out in the end. But it's your heart that drags behind you. It's our heart that keeps us attached to that person and keeps us trying and hoping. Almost it becomes like out of desperation, and nothing good or positive or healthy generally comes from that feeling of desperation. It's very powerful, but it's usually accompanied by negativity. So when you have the feeling of desperation, but it's accompanied by negativity, then what gets manifested is something bad, is something not good for you, and quite negative. So they want you to know that whether you're still involved with this person, they want you to be brave and break away. If you want love and you want happiness and you want things to work out, you have to be brave here and let go of wanting all of that and having it all work out with this person. Because I think you know deep in your gut, I think you know that it can't work out with this person. Okay? And if you can be brave and muster the courage to break away and walk away, then what's waiting for you, what's going to come to you, is a wonderful, beautiful love relationship. There's new love in 2023 that wants to come to you, but you have to break away from this. I mean, even look at this layout. Like, so the left side is what you need to let go of and break away from, and it's the side that's not working out in the worst way possible, and it's not good for you. And then here on the right, we have a new beginning and beautiful new love that wants to come in. And the joy of it and the celebratory feeling of everything is over here. But it's like literally split right down the middle, okay? So if you can muster the courage and be brave and break away from a very negative, bad for you relationship, I get the sense that when I say a negative, bad for you relationship, this person is most likely lying to you, cheating on you, it can be so many things. There can be physical violence, verbal abuse. You know, I'm not sure. Or maybe they're not technically abusing you, but that person maybe is involved in shady, bad things. Let's say the person is, dealing drugs on the side, or maybe you don't know exactly what they're doing, but you know that they're doing something bad, illegal. The situation is quite toxic, and it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better with that person. There's a literal decision that you have to make. You have to decide that you want to leave and go forward, and then there's something wonderful waiting for you. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like they're really telling you, do not fear being alone. Okay, the Hermit depicts that you, even if you're still involved with this person, you feel alone anyway. It feels like they're unreliable. Maybe they don't show up when they're supposed to, or they come and go, or you don't feel loved anyway. You don't feel together and like you have support and love. So if you remove yourself and try to look at the situation from a different angle, if you're afraid to be alone, you're alone anyway, is what they're telling you. So why would you be alone and deal with all of this when you could just be alone for a moment and then something wonderful and someone new who really is healthy and wants to be with you and wants to put in the time and the energy and is a love match, and just lighter and brighter, so just someone who will bring you joy and you will feel happy to be around. I feel like you don't even enjoy being around this person. So don't be afraid to be alone, because being afraid of something only is a waste of energy, and it only brings that thing that you're fearing closer and closer to you. So the more you concentrate on something negative, the more and more you're going to bring it in. So don't fear being alone. You're not going to shrivel up and die. You're really not. Being alone for a minute gives you clarity. It gives you strength. It makes you see the things that you couldn't see before. And that's how you learn and you grow. And then it allows the space for someone new to come in. But most of us, many of us go through this situation where we're like, well, we don't want to leave him until we have somebody else. And it's like it's the worst way to go through relationships, because you end up relationship hopping. Just take a moment. They're not telling you have to be alone, that you're going to be alone for a long time. This is not going to take 6 months, a year of you being alone. It really isn't. But you have to show the universe and you have to show yourself that you're willing to be courageous and take the leap and believe in yourself and not be afraid to be on your own. Okay. Now, so that's for those of you who are currently involved with someone that is not good for you and you need to move on. Then there's those of you who, this is somebody from the past, or let's say this is just representing old relationships and old ways. And maybe you feel like you've just been through a lot and things never work out. And this is talking about like a sort of a depression that has set in your mind, where you feel like there isn't any love or joy or happiness for you. And this can depict a depression. This can depict a sadness that's come over you, almost like a malaise, where you just are going through the motions, like you're alive and you're living, but you're not. You're living. You're alive, but you're not actually living, I should say. You're alive, but you're not living life. You're existing is the way to put it. You're just existing. And that's not what the universe has for you. And it's not what the universe wants for you. So for those of you who feel like that, who've been through many or one relationship that did not work out and really sucked the life out of you, let's say it really took a lot out of you and it really hurt you and did some damage. Your angels want you to know, they know this, they have your back, and there is a new beginning for you. There is joy for you. You have to just look away from this, have some courage, and believe that there's something better, someone better, something wonderful coming for you. And in 2023, I do believe that there is. This is showing a beautiful new beginning with a love relationship that really is a great match for you. There's an offer of love that's going to come in from someone that is just fun and exciting and healthy. Is the most important thing I can say here, because I think the person that you were with recently or in the past was so the opposite of that, so unhealthy, so I feel like cruel. I feel like there was a lot of abuse. I feel like verbal abuse and a lot of even just mental, putting you through mentally through stress and turmoil. So for those of you who have been through all of that, they want you to know, be courageous, let this go. Know that it doesn't define you. It's part of your story, but it's not who you are. It's a part of your journey, and that holding on to this and staying focused on it is going to keep love from you. And by letting it go and not being afraid of being alone for a few minutes, not being afraid to go forward, is going to bring in this amazing, new, wonderful person who's meant to cross your path, who's meant to come into your life. There in 2023, the key for this group of people is this. This is about new beginnings. 2023 is about a new beginning for you in love, okay? There is new love coming for you. It is definitely a match. This is a bright, happy person who only wants to do fun things and exciting things and share joy with you and share life with you. And this person is full of life and full of love. But think about it. How can you attract this person if you feel like this? If you feel sad and depressed and negative, or you're focused on all that you lost or the things that didn't work out, or you're angry and bitter, then a person who is full of light and joy, they're not going to be attracted to you. How can they find you if you're in the darkness? So that's what the universe is trying to say to you, to this group of people for 2023. They want you to let this go. Let the past go. Raise your vibration. Bring yourself to a place of joy. And don't make it like you can't be happy if you don't have love. Focus on other things. Excuse me. Focus on other things for a little while. There are other things in life that bring us joy. So focus on joy, whatever that might be, and believe that there's someone new for you. Picture this person. What would your dream guy look like, or your dream girl? What do they look like? What do they sound like? What do they talk like? What are they into? Imagine, pretend you're a child and go back to how we used to imagine when we were children. We used to create imaginary friends. There was no one to play with. You made an imaginary friend. Be creative and visualize, and that will start crack opening the door more and more and more for this person to find you. Why? Because then your light will start to shine again. And then this person spiritually will be like, oh, what's that over there? I see a shiny gem. I see a jewel over there. Let me go over there. Let me find that person. I'm simplifying, but it's really the way that it's really how it plays out. It's your energy and your light has to be able to shine. And then this person's light and energy can find you and you can come together. And that is what's meant to be. That is what Spirit is holding for you. But you have to raise yourself up. Be courageous. Let go of the past. And then this can come in. Then this can find you. Okay, let's try to see what else, if there's anything else that they want to say, because this person coming in really does look like they're really quite promising. It's really promising. So now, if you've been involved with somebody, you need to have the strength and the courage to let go, walk away, and move on. And know that, don't be afraid to be alone, and know that somebody wonderful is coming into your life. And if you're just dealing with depression and sadness over the things that you've been through, and you are single right now, and you feel like love is never going to find you, this one jumped out. Look at that. The Death card. Transformation and change. Walk away from this, or walk away from the past and the sadness. So for those of you in that situation, same thing. Just let go of the past. Be courageous and raise your vibration. Focus on joy. And that will enable this person to find you. Okay? It will enable this person to find you. All right. Let's see here. What else we can get? I just want to move this one over. Okay. Ugh. All right. All right, everybody. Okay. I mean, first of all, we have the High Priestess again, so she came up twice, but it's saying the same thing. So, the person that, let's start with the one that if you're already in this relationship and you need to get out, okay? It's an illusion. It's the whole relationship is like an illusion, okay? You are not this person that has been allowed yourself to be with someone who's so negative, who's abusive, or doesn't invest in you, doesn't respect you, doesn't give you the time or the energy, who lies to you, cheats on you, whatever the story is, whether they're a criminal or they're not worthy of you. Okay, I'm not going to get into, it is really a good person, but this, but that, but the universe, honestly, in this case, they don't care. They don't want to talk about it because it's not important. It's really not. Yes, everybody has a backstory and everybody has their reasons that maybe, the person will have a reason he's a criminal or a reason that he does this or that, but you can't fix this person and you can't make them want to be either in a relationship with you, or you can't make them behave the way that they should. You can't make them respect you or love you, because this person has some serious issues and problems, and you can't teach someone how to love you. Can't teach someone how to respect you. They either do or they don't, and then you grow together, but you can't force somebody to do anything. So they're again, the high priestess coming up twice is huge. It means that spirit is telling you that you know this. You're not stupid. You are an intelligent person. You already know that you need to walk away. And if this is about situations from the past, then you know that you're falling into despair and you have to fight that and pull up and raise your vibration and fill your life with joy and peace and things that bring you happiness, so that literally the sun can come out again, so that literally this happy thing can find you. I mean, look, even in this is amazing to me. Okay, so the death card fell out. So we're going to put that one over here because it fell out initially, okay? But when I was shuffling, and the death card totally applies because this is saying that it's huge transformation needs to take place. However, in the ones then that I laid down, okay, after shuffling, look at the split again. Again, the underneath it was going this way, left and right. Here it's going top and bottom, but you have a distinct split. Okay, so if I can explain to you, you have the darkness of the person lying to you, cheating, trying to get away with things. The whole thing is a sadness and illusion and not good for you, and you know it. Or it's your own sadness over things from the past, and you know it, and you need to try to move past that. And then here on the bottom is the joy and the happiness. This is saying that a love relationship wants to come in and will come in, and it answers a wish. This is you getting your wish of whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a love relationship that really makes you happy, that's loving and committed and loyal and joyful. The sun means that this relationship will be blessed. It will be joyful. It will be happy. It will make you feel like a child again. Okay? And once you let go of this, it comes in with speed. It doesn't take long. So like I said, don't be afraid to be alone, because you will not be alone for long. That's number one. Number two, believe that you deserve. That's the key. You need to believe in yourself and know that you deserve to be respected and loved and cherished. And by believing that yourself and knowing that yourself, then you will allow the space for the person who feels the same way to come into your life, and they will. And this person will treat you like gold. This person will treat you with love and respect and kindness, and this will be a relationship of joy and happiness and a wonderful connection. And it will be long term. It will be long term. This will be a long lasting relationship, because this will answer a wish for you, okay? A huge wish. It will answer your wish of really being loved, truly being seen, and having a partner, having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or even a life partner. This could totally lead to a marriage. But that would be further down the road. But the point is that this would lead to a committed love relationship that you would be very, very happy with. And that person can only find you once you let go of this. So if you're involved now with someone that you know is a negative situation, be courageous and be strong and walk away from that. And if you are dealing with the sadness and depression of the pain that you've been through in your life, again, be courageous and let that go. Let that go. Write all your feelings down. Try journaling or taking some paper and just writing all your feelings about the past, or the hurts and the disappointment and the betrayals and everything you feel. Write it all down, and then you can take it outside to a safe place. If you have a fireplace, throw it into the fire, or go outside. If you have a fire pit, throw it into the fire pit. But burn that piece of paper in a safe receptacle, please. Nobody light your house on fire. But there are safe ways to do it. If you don't have a fireplace or a fire pit, you get a large metal container. Like a large, you could even do with a coffee can, but just be very careful. Have water nearby. Don't be around anything else flammable, and burn the piece of paper or papers, whatever, burn it. And then, make sure you put the fire out, but in a safe way. That is a very cathartic way to let go of the past. The symbolism of that is hugely powerful. And it's very cathartic to write all your feelings down. You feel like you're getting them out. It's like an exercise of getting them out of you. And then burning it means like it's like burying it. It's like burying it. I mean, you could do that as well. You could bury the papers. I like the burning of it because the symbolism is it's dead. It's like you can't dig up a piece of paper that you burned, If you throw it out at sea, someone can find it. It's that the burning it is, there's finality in it, which is great. There's finality in the burning of the paper, and it's purifying and cleansing. So consider doing that. It's just a thought, but it's something cathartic to do to help you sort of exercise this from your past and sort of cleanse and help get your mood up and your energy up. Smudging your home or using Palo Santo is another really good suggestion. You can smudge yourself, you just light the sage stick or a Palo Santo stick and smudge yourself. Just take the stick or and the Palo Santo wood and you just move it around, lift your feet, go under your feet, move it around your head, go the front of you, the back of you. You can have somebody you love do it for you. But smudging your space with sage or Palo Santo and your physical body is a really good idea too, because it'll help clear the energy, because negativity and depression collects. And it builds and builds and builds. So you definitely want to cleanse that energy out, okay? Cleanse that energy out, and maybe get a piece of black onyx as well. It will absorb that negative energy. Make sure you cleanse the crystal first. Just put it in some sea salt, in a dish of sea salt. Or you can put it in the window in a full moon and leave it in the light of the full moon. And it will cleanse the crystal. For 24 hours you do that. And then you could just carry it with you. You could keep it by your bedside. But black onyx also will help to absorb some of the negative thoughts, the sadness, the pain. Okay? And then you'll feel more ready to be courageous and start believing that something wonderful is coming for you. And in 2023, it is. In 2023, you are meant to be rid of either this person that you've been lingering, being involved with. You will walk away from that and let go of that, or let go of the sadness and depression of the hurt and the pain of the past. And then in comes this amazing person who's meant to find you. How exactly they're going to find you, you know what? It's not important. It's really not. Or they would be telling you. It would be coming up here. What's important, the message for you for 2023 is let go of this sadness and hurt and pain. And then this beautiful love relationship will be their gift to you. It's Spirit's gift. It's the angels are waiting on you to let go of this, and then they are answering your wish. They are bringing you a wonderful love relationship with a man or a woman who will adore you and treat you like gold, and you will be so very happy. It will be a joyous, wonderful, blessed relationship. Okay, let's see what your outcome card is. Okay, blue kyanite, and honeysuckle. Wow, blue kyanite and honeysuckle. And we have sword of truth, freedom, warrior of light, stop holding yourself back. Wow, there's the artwork on that. Wow. Okay. So I would also say a blue kyanite, you can get a piece of that, metaphysical shop. If you don't have one near you, again, Amazon, or gift shops. But this one's going to be a little more rare. You could probably find that on Amazon, to be honest with you. And if it is a mystical shop, you want a mystical shop that has a lot of crystals, or a crystal shop specifically. So someplace that carries a lot. Sometimes if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. Or like I said, Amazon, the only problem with Amazon or something like that where it's online is that you're not picking it yourself. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But I would get a piece of blue kyanite. Get a piece of that, because that is going to help you in, it's asking you to clear the past and it's asking you to be courageous. It's asking you to do that. So this card matches perfectly. Freedom, warrior of light. They want you to break free of the past, break free of this sadness. Warrior of light, like I said, you have to be able to let the light in. So let go of the darkness and stop holding yourself back. Right there. In black and white. Sword of truth is telling you, you already know. That's why you have the high priestess there. You already know this. You know you need to let go. You know you need to let go. So either let go of this person that you know is toxic and terrible for you and is never going to work out well, or let go of the depression and the sadness and the pain of what you've been through, and the pain and loneliness of all that you've suffered through in your life and with relationships, all the loss and all the heartache. Okay, let that go. Don't hold yourself back, but realize and know that that's what's holding you back, is holding on to that pain. So release that pain, let it go, and 2023 will bring you a happy, beautiful love relationship with a person that's really perfect for you and will answer your most fervent wish. So this is really beautiful. So I wish you guys the happiest of New Year. And I wish for you specifically that you have the strength and the courage to move on from anything negative, whether it's this relationship or to move on from the pain of the past. And in 2023, I believe that that's what's going to be going on. But the wonderful part about that is you are going to get a huge reward in 2023, and you have a beautiful new beginning with a new love. And this love will answer a wish and be very long-lasting and rewarding and full of blessings. Okay? All right, set of cards number 3. I wish you all the best from the bottom of my heart. I hope you all found this helpful. And I will see you soon, hopefully in the new year. All right, everyone. Take care.